Hey up, it's Steve from that old Yorkshire geek, and welcome to me. What day is it? Wednesday, isn't it? Welcome to my midweek news stream. I think it's Wednesday, isn't it? Yes, it is. Welcome to my midweek news stream. Where we just got some news items to look at from of a geeky nature. But before we start, don't forget, like and subscribe, share the videos, drop a comment, hit the notification bell if you're subscribed already. We're live on YouTube. I hope you can hear me, by the way. For some reason, I can't hear the the intro music, the little video. I can't hear them anymore for some reason. I don't know why. It's not doing it. I don't know why. So I hope you can hear me. Anyway, we're live on YouTube. We should be live on Rumble. Let me check. Got to refresh it because Rumble's stupid. And yes, and we're live on Twitch. Yes, we are. Let me share that bugger then. Oh dear. There we go. Right, so off we jolly well go. Right. Crikey, Windgrace is here. I can, except I had it muted at first because I'm a bum, says Windgrave. He's a bum. He says, right. What else? Later on, I'll upload it to Spotify, Amazon Music Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. I'm also on Facebook, X, and Instagram. Links are in the description, as has links to my 2 books, Silent Predator, a short horror novella. Sorry about the cover. It's just this one that's like that. A short horror novella about big cats eating people in North Yorkshire. I may echo here a bit. I don't know. I think it's because I don't know. Anyway. Mercury Rapids, a light-hearted sci-fi action adventure about UFOs and stuff. They're on Amazon, Kindle and paperback. It's all a bit of fun. Blah, blah, blah. Right. Let's get on with the news, shall we? Let's get on with the news. All right. I forgot to brush my teeth. I usually brush my teeth before the show, and I forgot. And now, so I'm picking bits out of my teeth. Right. Anywho, off we go. Right. Is that it? Have I said everything now that I should say? Yes, I think I have, haven't I? Right, so let's get the news up then. Starting off with some bad... yes. Links for all the stories in the description, and later on I'll put timestamps in that as well. Starting off with some sad news. It's a couple of days old, but here we go. Star Trek actor Gary Graham, best known as Enterprise's Ambassador Soval, has died at 73, and there he is. As the aforementioned Ambassador Soval, who started out as kind of a bad guy in Star Trek, not really a bad, but an antagonist. He was antagonistic towards the NX project and Captain Archer in particular. But towards the end, he softened and became a good guy. Right. I do apologise. Sorry, I can feel something. I should have brushed my teeth, shouldn't I? Right, the close-knit Star Trek family... by the way, it's from on /film Jeremy Matai. The close-knit Star Trek family has lost one of their own today. Actor Gary Graham, most well known for playing the role of Vulcan Ambassador Soval in Star Trek Enterprise, sadly passed away early in the morning, January 23rd, 2024. His death was first announced in a Facebook post by his ex-wife and actress Susan Lavelle. Sorry, I'll not say actor when it's a woman. I'm not going to. No cause of death has yet been revealed, except it has. It was cardiac arrest. So I saw it on another news thing. Cardiac arrest. Except that it was described as sudden. Graham was 73 years old. In addition to starring in Enterprise and even showing up for a brief appearance in Star Trek Voyager, Windgrace will know what episode that were in. Graham was more than willing to lend his talents to various roles in Star Trek fan films throughout the years, bringing Soval back to life in several unofficial movies that may not be formally sanctioned in the official canon of the franchise, but nonetheless speaks to the actor's passion for the character and his appreciation for the Trekkie community. He were in, whatchamacallit? They call it now. The one that Robert Marbinet worked on. Road to Axanar or whatever, that Axanar film, 20-minute special. See, I told you, father of Kez, I believe, when she aged backwards. Oh, there we go. So I told you, So he played an Ocampa, right? And Josh Temple's here. Never fear, Maddie's here. Harpoon at the ready. Cool. So we know we're safe now. Right, where were we? From a one-note performer, however, Graham amassed an Far from a one-note performer, however, Graham amassed an impressive list of credits to his name over the course of his almost 50 years of work. Early, as his fourth acting job, he appeared in the classic Starsky and Hutch series in its third season before he was cast in an episode of Lou Ferrigno, spelt it wrong, starring the Incredible Hulk. Oh, this is Lou Ferrigno starring. It's more Bill Bixby, isn't it, really? Never mind. In 1979, Chips in 1981, the California Highway Patrol. I used to love Chips. And the Dukes of Hazzard a year later. A full life and varied career. As much as his work on Star Trek helped cement his legacy, Gary Graham's true pre-Trek claim to fame was his performance as Detective Matthew Sykes in the cult classic sci-fi procedural series Alien Nation. She's starting. The cat's starting. I've started the stream every time she starts. I think she wants to go out. Right, I'll go let her out. Just bear with me. Unbelievable. Every bloody time. Right, come on, go now. Go on, off you go. Go on, go on. Every bloody time. No, I picked the wrong camper. He was the one who told Kez about the great powers they could unlock. But it was still a no camper. Yeah, on that station. On that space station where they had they were there because of, I forgot her name. The mate of the caretaker. Is it that one? Anywho, where were we? Although based on a 1988 movie of the same name, which I really like, in which James Caan originally played the role of Sykes, which in the alien language sounds like the two words "Sykes," which means excrement and cranium. I do like that film. Suspiria. Yes, I should remember that because it's the same as that film that I hate that everybody seems to love, but I'm not a big fan of Dario Argento. But anyway, never mind. However it's spelled. I forgot what I want now. Sykes. Alien Nation only lasted for a single season and a total of 22 episodes before ultimately leading to a handful of made-for-TV movies throughout the late 80s and early 90s. During the peak years of his output, Graham added a veritable murderer's row of name-brand productions to his resume, including Moonlighting, Diagnosis Murder, Ally McBeal, Walker, Texas Ranger, Jag, the early Tom Cruise movie, All the Right Moves, and many, many more. In fact, he continued to work steadily right until last year with a handful of projects, including more Trek fan films yet to debut. Graham leaves behind his ex-wife, Susan Lavelle, and their daughter, Haley, his wife, Becky, who was with him in his final moments, and an enduring reputation that will continue to live on beyond 2024. Known as an exceptionally hard worker, a devoted family man, and a compelling screen presence for decades in both television and film, Gary Graham's contributions to pop culture at large won't be forgotten. May he rest in peace. Yes, very sad news, very sad news. I liked Ambassador Soval. I particularly liked him in The Mirror Darkly, where he played a good guy in that, didn't he? So there we go. Very sad news. Rest in peace, Gary Graham. Right. Let's move on to more jolly things. Right. Oh, yes, a trailer. A trailer that I've not seen. So it's a trailer reaction. This is The Bad Batch. Final season trailer. Sorry, I feel like I got something massive stuck in my teeth. I feel like something huge sticking in my teeth and it's doing my head in. Anyway, enough of that. Right, off we go. Hang on. So, I'm going to watch this. The Bad Batch season 3. Is it season 3? It says the final season. Is it season 3? I don't know how many seasons we've had. I think it is, isn't it? Of the Bad Batch. Right, so off we go. Right, so hang on. I'll mute myself while we watch it and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
Hold on! We've got troopers up top. We're running out of road!
Not exactly a stealth exit, boys.
Let's move! I thought that the end of the war would mean an end to losing more of our brothers. But I was wrong. We can't just walk away. Not with the Empire imprisoning the kid. Secure her in a cell. Omega's been waiting for us a long time. Our mission is not over yet.
There is nothing of greater importance to secure the future of this empire. Whatever is needed to accomplish this goal, you will have it.
They are coming. For all of you. Give us a real challenge. Everyone down! We're not big on following orders.
I wasn't planning on killing you, but you're making it very tempting.
I was laughing and shaking my head at a Saj Ventress's hair and side shave. Can't help themselves, can they? It looks jolly exciting, does that, doesn't it? So let's go back and see what happened then. So we've got whatever that is, some sort of... Is it a base? Is it a bridge? It is a bridge, isn't it? Yes. First I thought it was some machine, you know, some big machine making something as it crawled along, but I think it's just a bridge, isn't it? That's on fire. All looks jolly exciting, and they're on the sort of wheeled vehicle and going down round the road of death. It's all kicking off. I'd say all looks jolly good. I don't know how many, did it say how many episodes there were going to be? There's usually about 10, isn't there? We'll say 10. It might be 8. I don't know. It could be 13. Could be 1 million for all I know. It all looks jolly good. The usual animation, the really good CG animation that we've come to expect from Clone Wars and Rebels and all that stuff, and the Bad Batch. It all looks really good. And like I said, they've got Omega, however you want to pronounce it. A bridge. I hope Kirk doesn't die there or under the bridge. I think they were trolling him. Bridge troll. Get it? Anyway. They've taken Omega to Tantis, haven't they? I feel like I should know who that is. Oh, it's Bullseye or whatever they call him, isn't it? It's the other member of the Bad Batch who turned bad and now he's turned back good again, probably. There's the baddie. Dr. Hemlock. They give him a more evil name. Anyway, I'm interested. Let's say February 21st. I'm interested to see how it ends for the Bad Batch. For what is it, Clone Force 99. I'm looking forward to seeing how that ends. There's nothing of greater importance to secure the future of this empire. Are they on planet Vasquez Rocks? I was actually going to say LV-426, but then I'm thinking they're on the planet of Vasquez Rocks. Anyway. So, yeah, it looks jolly good. It looks jolly good. Are they all going to die at the end? Is Omega... They're not. They're just going to disappear off, aren't they? That's how it's going to end. Maybe 1 or 2 of them might die. I'm not going to try and guess which ones because you never know. But I bet who's left just rides off into the sunset at the end. Never to be seen again, perhaps. Or maybe they'll pop up in Dave Filoni's film. One last fight. And then it... it's a Saj Ventress. The one's going to show us her. There she is. Look with her. Oh. With the side shave. God's sake. She just left her bald. Look, can't help themselves, can they? They can't help themselves. Anyway. Hello, Alyssa Arts 12. What's up? The Bad Batch final season trailer. That's what's up. It looks fine. I'm looking forward to that. Final season. 3-episode premiere, February 21st. So it's not too long, a month. And we can get to watch that. Cool. I'm fine. Cool. So there we go. So that's it. I'm looking forward to that. That trailer was pretty good. Hopefully the season will reflect it in action and all that stuff. Right. Let's move on. What's next? This one, right. Okie dokie. I've not read these articles, by the way. There could be total nonsense. And there probably will be. Right, here we go. It's from the Mary Sue, Rachel Leishman. Oh, well, me burping. Because I'm drinking Pepsi Max. Therefore, I'm burping. Never mind. Right, what if Star Wars just made more movies? No, says Vader. What if we had a Star Wars version of the What If series that Marvel has produced so successfully? I don't like them. I just don't. That's what a new rumour is asking, or at least it's what fans have been asking since the news broke that it could be a possibility. Marvel's What If really hit its stride in the second season. I wouldn't know because I didn't see it. I didn't see all of the first season. I think I watched a couple of them and it wasn't for me. As fans became obsessed with each episode, giving us new looks into characters we know and love and putting a spotlight on characters like Peggy Carter, Haley Atwell, has brought me and many other fans so much joy. I'll admit, giving Star Wars that same treatment does sound pretty cool. Winger says, isn't that exactly what that animated series already is? I forgot to call it now. Star Wars Visions, that one. Because that's kind of a what if. Yes, Visions. Yes, that one. Yep. Waiting for your follow back. Are you? Oh, right. Okay. Well, if you're going to be waiting. Oh, by the way, I just followed your Twitter. I hope you give me follow back. Oddly enough, I had exactly the same message from somebody on my last stream. Right, okay. I'll go on Twitter then. Come on then. I'll go on Twitter. Have a look at my notifications. But, you know, if you're going to wait for a follow back, where are we? Notifications. There you go. Hang on, where are we? Well, there we go. Alyssa Arts liked your post. Right, I'll follow you. There you go. Thank you for following me. But, you know, bit rude waiting for your follow back. But never mind. I don't have to, you know. It's not mandatory, but I have done. Right, where were we? The Hollywood Handle recently reported on a rumour that scooper Daniel RPK discovered, writing that a what-if version of Star Wars is reportedly in the works at Disney. This rumour has fostered a mixed reaction, with fans both making fun of the idea and having fun with the idea. I still feel something in my teeth. Basically doing the typical Star Wars fandom thing with it. There were iconic reactions, like Rachel Zegler quoting the best meme of our time. What if somehow Palpatine returned? Weird. Unbelievable. Others suggested more intricate and outrageous scenarios, asking, for instance, what would happen if Quantum Leap Samuel Beckett was involved in the Skywalker saga? Okay. Oh boy. I ain't got a cube. Though all this speculation is fun, I wish that Lucasfilm would just focus on movies, because we haven't gotten a new movie from the world of Star Wars since the rise of Palpatine back in 2019. Oh, hang on. Quentin said, ain't no follow back, girl. Yes, well, I have followed her. With so many on the docket without concrete release dates, I don't love the idea of adding to the Lucasfilm slate without confirming when I'll be back in theatres to experience a galaxy far, far away. Okay. Sorry. Who'd have thought forgetting to brush your teeth had caused so much trouble? Anyway. Still, the show could be fun depending on the chosen scenarios. While a Star Wars What If show is an intriguing prospect for fans with brain cells, the Star Wars fandom, unfortunately, has a lot of toxicity that would likely suck the joy out of it. And there's a link. I wonder what they're talking about there. Simon Pegg calls out the Star Wars fandom's toxicity. That's where it goes to. Except Simon Pegg's a knobhead. Used to like him, Spaced and all that. Cornetto trilogy. And then he turned into a dickhead, didn't he? Anyway. Look, Star Wars fans, he got chewed up by the Hollywood machine. And spat out. Look, Star Wars fans are an interesting crew. Some are great and open with our love of the franchise. I include my friends and those online people I follow who are Star Wars people in this group. What is she talking about? I have no idea. Then there are the gross men who think they know the most about it and refuse to entertain anyone else's perspective. The critical drinkers, Ryan Kinnell's and Star Wars theories side of the fandom. I didn't know this article was going to go this way. Hello, Sci-Fi Quest. Welcome to the show. This article is written by an idiot. I forgot her name. I think it's a woman. Yes, Rachel Leishman. I think I've read articles by her before. Yes, she's an idiot. Doesn't know what she's talking about. They are the absolute worst people to listen to about Star Wars because their ineptitude and inability to actually understand this franchise makes for the most frustrating conversation. No, it's because they disagree with you, Rachel. They probably know more, probably got more Star Wars knowledge in their little fingers that you have, in your, entire, pretty little head. It would be like bringing Palpatine back as Rey's grandfather for no reason. Just boys being... So is that like a criticism? She's been all, shill, Star Wars shill girl. But then that's kind of like a dig, isn't it? At the rise of Palpatine. Anyway. Just boys being allowed to yell about things that don't make any sense. But what? While Marvel fans are by no means perfect, What If has given us new versions of our favourite characters. I didn't like it. And we realise that if we don't like something, it's fine because it's not the main universe. So I don't like it, so it's fine. It's fine that I don't like it. Star Wars fans, particularly the toxic ones, are not as forgiving. Yes, they are. Unfortunately, for instance, a lot of people do like Star Wars, the Bad Batch and Rebels and Clone Wars. That's separate, isn't it? But loads of Star Wars fans love it, particularly like the likes of Star Wars Theory, etc. Unfortunately, this could be a complete dumpster fire because men like that think they are the definitive voice in the fandom. By the way, it's odd that she just mentions critical drinker Ryan Kinnell and Star Wars Theory now, because Star Wars Theory just started doing streams with the critical drinker and Ryan Kinnell. So she's obviously seen them. Oh, and Mauler as well. Don't forget Mauler. I forgot where I want now. Unfortunately, this could be complete dumpster fire because men like that think that. Yeah, I've read that back. I do think it'd be fun. Think about all of the smaller characters who might finally get a chance in the spotlight. That would be amazing. Maybe I'd finally get some on-screen Mara Jade in my life, but we'd have to do a lot of work to silence that the nonsense that would come with it. And that's it. Oh, there she is. Look, idiot. But what's this got to do with the title of the article? What if Star Wars just made more movies? She never even mentioned that, did she? Ergo, she's an idiot. Anyway, I like What If, but it's kind of bland considering what they could be doing with it. I watched a couple of them and it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. So there we go. This article's got me angry. It says, because she's mental. She's a mental case. Absolutely bonkers. Who is she? Don't know. I don't care either. I don't care. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She doesn't know what she's talking about. And she does, I don't know, clickbait titles. So there we go. Right, let's move on. Stupid woman. Doctor Who next. Here we go. Doctor Who next. Could be a short show, this one. We're rattling through these articles. There we go. Exclusive. BBC Doctor Who's new companion, Varada Sethu, apologies if I'm mispronouncing it, spotted filming with Ncuti Gatwa after Millie Gibson exit. And there she is. Was she the one in Andor that were, in like a gay relationship with that other woman? Was it her? I think it wasn't it. Holding hand. Oh, hang on. Actress Varada Sethu has been seen with her Doctor Who co-star Ncuti Gatwa filming her first scenes after the Mirror revealed she had signed up to replace Millie Gibson. Holding hands and running full pelt at the cameras. This is the first glimpse of actress Varada Sethu as Ncuti Gatwa's new companion in next year's series of Doctor Who. Yes, she was. Yes, in Andor. Yes. The pair were yesterday. She was the partner of that woman that was from a rich family, wasn't she? But I can't remember her name. And decided to join the rebellion. The pair were yesterday spotted filming on Penrith Pier in the Vale of Glamorgan, Wales, which had been turned into a 1950s American cinema for the occasion. To make the action-packed scene seem authentic, the Palazzo Theatre they created had American cars parked outside, including a 54 Cadillac. I bet there's a pink one in there as well. We see it a lot around here. We used to like it. Local car shows where they get the vintage cars out. They're always a pink Cadillac. No more Ruby Sunday. Or just for some reason they were calling it Ruby Tuesday in an article that were on. I think it was the real BBC. They were looking at an article. They kept calling it Ruby Tuesday, which apparently is an American chain of restaurants. This is all speculation still. Yes, it's speculation. There could be AI. These images. In the scene, the Doctor and his companion come running out of the building among smoke and rubble. Amid the chaos, the film being advertised, which is The Harvest Bringer, starring Rock Hudson, loses some of its letters, leaving it to spell out Harbinger. Harbinger. A term typically associated with doom. About to start the dancing. Could be. The Doctor and Varada's characters sprint through past a sign advertising donuts. It's thought that they have time travelled to Miami, Florida, but filming took longer than expected thanks to the rain sweeping Wales. Locals who gathered. I mean, we don't know she's a full-time companion. Oh, well, no. Mayhap she's just a Christmas companion, like what's her name? Well, I don't know. And I think she's. And I think they filmed all of season 2 now, haven't they? And I think she's in it, isn't she? I think she's in or most of season 2. I think. I could be wrong. I'm sure I've seen that somewhere. Anywho, might say in this article. Locals who gathered to watch the action unfold said that earlier in the day the TARDIS had been spotted on the pavement. The cast and crew are expected to film on the Welsh Pier again today before moving on to Leominster, Herefordshire later this week. No, it's season 1, isn't it? It's the first that's finished, isn't it? And in the can because it starts in May and the film is season 2 now. That's what this is on about. Whoa, I don't know. Yes, like I just said here. No, you're not mistaken. It's me that's an idiot. The cast and crew are expected to film on the Welsh Pier again today before moving on to Leominster, Herefordshire later this week. The Mirror revealed at the weekend that Varada, 32, had been cast as the 15th Doctor's new sidekick, replacing former Coronation Street star Millie Gibson, who will exit earlier than expected during next year's run after appearing in just a few episodes. Now the show's legions of loyal fans, by the way, there's Millie Gibson as Ruby Sunday. That's popped down again. How'd you get it to go back up? Oh, I don't bloody know. Now the show's legion of loyal fans can see with their own eyes what a striking couple Varada and Ncuti make. He was wearing a smart blue suit, pink bow tie, and brown spats, while Varada rocked a bright yellow halter neck prom dress with contrasting white belt petticoat and kitten heel shoes. Is it a fashion show now? Millie will not be in the next Christmas special. No, she won't, apparently. But will return to tie off loose ends. And I think that's what she's returned in season 2, in a some episodes, I think, yeah, as I said, to tie up loose ends, haven't she? I think that's what they've said. Yes, but that's what I mean. Varada could just be a short-term companion. Well, you never know. She might be. I mean, Millie Gibson ended up being a short-term one, didn't she? Anyway, with her bright red lips and nails and carefully curled hair, her character oozed glamour as she ran from whatever monster or alien was coming after them. In between filming, Indian-born Varada kept warm with a blanket and gloves over her dress as she shared a laugh with the makeup team. One local fan posted, I won't do a Welsh accent. Well, the doctor has been to Penarth and taken the seafront and pier back to the 1950s, isn't it? I did ask if it was 1950s prices at the bar, and they politely asked me to get off the road. The filming of this series, due to air in spring next year, is likely to continue until May or June. There's the BTS photos. I believe Millie only filmed 12 episodes. Yes, that's like 10 for season 1, isn't it? And 2 for season 2, or does that include the Christmas special? Don't know. Maybe 1 for season 2. 10 for first season, so 2. Yeah, but there we go. Anywho, filming of 8 episodes. Hang on. Is there just 8 episodes in season 1? There might be. So she might be in 4 episodes in season 2. Filming of 8 episodes plus a Christmas special typically takes 7 months, with Millie's series, which airs from May, filming last year from January until mid-July. The cast and crew then had a 2-month break before shoot his second season as the Doctor started shooting in September. Get it? Initially without him because he was tied up with Sex Education, the series. Ncuti joined the crew for his first day's filming on 23rd of October, and Series 15 is now expected to continue until the early summer. Since the action resumed after the Christmas break, Ncuti 31 and Varada have been busy, while Millie 19 has been on holiday to Costa Rica, or in Costa Rica. One insider said she had not yet left for good, but will return to tie up loose ends in the near future. The decision to conclude the story arc for Millie's character, Ruby Sunday, was made by showrunner Russell T. Davis. Who is your favourite Doctor Who? Oh, there's a thing there. Right, so there we go. So, new companion, long-term or short-term, who knows? Who knows? I saw 3 for season 2, but could just be a small cameo. This is it. We don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Won't we? Like I said, we thought Millie Gibson were going to be around for a while, didn't we? But she's not. So maybe. Do we know what she's called? Her character's name, has that been revealed yet? I can't remember. Does it say in here? I don't think it does it? Do we know her character's name? Dunno. Anyway, never mind. Right. Very interesting. I'll probably not watch it. I didn't even watch the Christmas special. I'll probably not watch season 1 either. With Ruby Sunday. Anyway. Started shooting. Was Alec Baldwin on set? Ha ha ha. Alec Baldwin's finger never misses. Right. Let's move on. Hey, we're cracking on. This is a film I'd never heard of, and probably we're never going to hear of it because Netflix won't release Halle Berry sci-fi The Mothership. I've never even heard of. But before we start, I'm surprised the BBC hasn't put out an official statement yet. Yeah, it's all been in the papers and stuff, hasn't it? Not the BBC. I'm sure they will eventually. They might wait until after season 1, maybe. But we'll see. Right, Netflix has downed Halle Berry's science fiction film, The Mothership, cancelling any plans to release Matt Charman, Bridge of Spies, directed movie in the future. According to Jeff Snyder's The In Snyder newsletter, the In the Can film has been shelved by the streamer for a number of reasons, although none are the de jure decision of a tax write-off, a fate which has befallen both Batgirl, wasn't it, and Coyote versus Acme in the recent past. I'm starting to call it Disney BBC. Well, it's Disney Doctor Who, isn't it? The Mothership was completed in 2022 and scheduled for release in 2023. In the interim, it was decided that the film needed to undergo significant reshoots, which were deemed to be both expensive and impractical. This was largely down to the fact that the cast was made up of young actors in the main roles who have aged significantly since the film wrapped. The report states that this wasn't the main reason for cancelling the movie, but the fact it would have been an extensive process with even more delays led them to this decision. So it's not quite in the can then, is it? There were going to be reshoots, but anyway. Will somebody leak it, I wonder? We will see. Marking the directorial debut of Academy Award nominee Matt Charman, The Mothership was described as a sci-fi adventure that follows Sarah Morse, or Sarah, whatever's your poison, Halle Berry, 1 year since her husband mysteriously vanished from their rural farm. When she discovers a strange extraterrestrial object underneath their home, Sarah and her kids embark on a race to find their husband, father, and most importantly, the truth. The Mothership, is it called the Magpie? I'm never going to live that down, am I? Never going to live that down. Jackdaw, Magpie, nearly the same. The film also featured Molly Parker, Deadwood, Omari Hardwick, Army of the Dead, Sidney Lemon, Tar, John Ortiz, Peppermint, and Paul Guilfoyle, Session 9. Netflix had previously collaborated with Halle Berry on her featured directorial debut, Bruised. And there we go. That's it. Oh, that must be from Bruised, because she must be playing a what they call it, UFC fighter or whatever. So there we go. So we're not going to see the Mothership. And I kind of want to now because it sounds interesting, in a in a Mercury Rapids kind of way. But yeah, also sounds a little bit like an alien extraterrestrial object underneath their home. It sounds a bit like that. Well, there were 2 series, weren't there? I think they're on Amazon, aren't they? There was that one with Sissy Spacek, which were really good and got cancelled after 1 season. And I forgot what it was called. It was that good, I forgot what it's called. That, anyway. Sissy Spacek and J.J. Jameson. I forgot his bloody name now. Him. I really liked that. Which ended on a cliffhanger and then got cancelled. And then there was the other one, wasn't there, with... oh, God. Me and names. J.K. Simmons, yes, not one I'm talking about now. J.K. Simmons, but in the one with Sissy Spacek, and then there were other one, weren't there, with Josh Brolin. Oh, got it, that other one, which were a similar sort of thing, but I didn't get right far into that one. So, anywho, she looks good with the long hair. I hate her with short hair. Yes, this is super hot. Is Halle Berry counterpart? No, it's not that one. It's not that one. Well, what's it called now? Something like on the range. Something to do with the range. Or Outer Range. That was it. Outer Range. Well, the Josh Brolin one and the J.K. Simmons Sissy Spacek one were called something else and I've forgotten. But that were really good and got cancelled. Anyway. Sounds similar to that, but different. Anywho, but we're not going to see this unless it gets leaked, which would be fun. Is that the one with the hole? The J.K. Simmons one. Yeah, it's like underneath they find this is like a portal to another world, and it's like it's underneath their shed, the work shed. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I really did. And it ended on a cliffhanger. Right. But let's move on. We're not going to see that unless it gets leaked. What's next? Oh, here we go. Sci-Fi Quest did a reaction to this trailer the other day, but I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen the trailer because I missed I missed his reaction. I thought I'll not watch it because I want to see it for myself. So there we go. So here it is. Apple TV Plus's new sci-fi thriller is its creepiest show yet, or so trailer suggests. Science fiction meets psychological horror in the new Apple TV Plus show starting in February. Right. Apple TV Plus is rapidly becoming the best streaming service for science fiction with a decent library of top-notch series. For All Mankind, Severance, Invasion, Foundation, and Silo are each highly rated by critics and viewers alike. For All Mankind's amazing. Not seen Severance or Invasion or Silo. I saw season 1 of Foundation. I thought it was all right. But I haven't watched season 2. Now we're about to get another show that could be added to that list. Constellation stars Numira Pace. Is it Numira Pace or Numira Pash? I've heard it pronounced both ways and I don't know which is right. Prometheus, the girl with the dragon tattoo, and that Sherlock Holmes film. She was in that as well, the second one. And Breaking Bad's Jonathan Banks in something of a departure for Apple. I wonder if he's going to be a baddie, because he's usually a baddie. As well as being a sci-fi series, it's a psychological thriller. And from the newly released trailer, it looks like there'll be a few jump scares along the way. Right, let's watch the trailer. Sci-Fi Quest, it looks really good. So we'll watch the trailer and then I'll talk. So I got to mute myself so there's no echoing.
I miss you so much.
I miss you too, Mama. Will you be careful out there?
Always. I'm very happy to be back home. But things are different. I have a piano in my house, and I don't play the piano.
Do you have hallucinations?
Yeah.
Astronauts go through things they don't understand. That's when people come unstuck.
When I was up there, the only thing I could focus on was getting back to my daughter.
I miss you, Mummy. Will you be careful out there?
Mommy, who was that?
That was you and me right before the accident.
That was not me. Mama?
Where is she?
Who?
You!
I invented a machine we took into space, and I saw something, but it seems like it doesn't want to be seen.
People see things up there, and when they get back, they go crazy.
This isn't madness. You need to help me. I need to go back to her. Do I seem the same to you?
I just don't feel like you're my mum.
Sorry, muted. Forgot I've muted myself. That's in February as well. Same time as the Bad Batch, spookily. Yeah, looks interesting, I suppose. Good effects. It goes all what it now? What it in Gravity? I forgot what his name now. Sandra Bullock. She went all Sandra Bullock in Gravity, didn't she, in this? Did New Me. It looks all right. Like I said, it's a bit mysterious. She has an accident, goes back to Earth. I'm thinking, is her daughter actually real? Or is something that looks like her daughter? Or is she just having, is it hallucinations? Is it the drugs that they're giving her? Why can she suddenly play the piano? Don't know. But now you've got Pharmalith, 300 milligrams. So is it is it a dig at Big Pharma as well? I don't know. It looks interesting. There's nice spooky scenes like that one with the kid in the bath that wasn't really there, etc. There, knees up, Mother Brown. That's what she's playing there. It went on a bit though, did this advert? It's only 2 minutes, but it seemed longer to me. I bet she isn't real. Yes, she's a replacement. Doesn't realise she's a replacement. Yes, there is that as well. Yes, I bet the real one is off somewhere else in space or whatever. Anywho, we will see come February 21st. Is it a film or a series? Did it say? Oh, no, it's a series. First 3 episodes. Because it's going to say here, let's read. Starting on Wednesday, 21st of February, when the first 3 episodes will be available on Apple TV. Plus, the show will run for 8 episodes in total. It has been created and written by Peter Harness, Wallander Doctor Who, with a number of award-nominated directors taking turns at the helm. They include Michelle McLaren, The Morning Show. I've heard, did she do Game of Thrones as well? I think she did, didn't she? Oliver Hirschbiegel, Downfall. Yes. Joseph Cedar, Footnote. Not heard of him. Other actors to look out for include James Darcy, Oppenheimer, and Barbara Sukawa, Voyager. Not Star Trek Voyager, I don't think. More likely she crosses to a different universe somehow. Might be like Doppelganger or, Journey to the Far Side of the Sun. She's not actually on our Earth. She's on another Earth. Because there was that mirror image, wasn't there, where it showed her sitting on the bed and there were a mirror image. So I bet it's a remake of Doppelganger, which starred Roy Thinnes. Well, I won't see, as I don't Apple. Neither do I. Rapace plays astronaut Joe, do we know her last name? Who, after a disaster on her space station, it's hers, is it? Returns to Earth to find not everything is as it should be. Some of her life has changed or is missing, while her daughter doesn't seem to be the same person. Is it all in her mind, or is there more to space travel than we previously thought? You can find out this February. Then it tells you how to subscribe to it. So there we go. It looks interesting. And I like Numi Rapace, whatever she's called. I do like, I think she's good. I liked her in Thingamabob. Prometheus. She was probably the best thing in Prometheus, to be completely honest. But anyway, I was thinking like the Cloverfield paradox. Well, but that similar thing, wasn't it? They're on a space station. That other one, wasn't there? Is it Life? That were on a space station, wasn't it? With an alien thing that appeared. Or it's just a long and convoluted remake of that Twilight Zone where the guy went cuckoo from isolation. I can't remember that one. I've not seen all the Twilight Zones. That's it. I've seen all the Outer Limits, but I don't think I've seen all the Twilight Zone. Anyway, it looks interesting. I might give it a look when it comes out. We'll see. I'll have to subscribe to Apple TV Plus first, though. Anywho, not got rid of that. Anyway, what's next? Next up, I don't know why this is here, to be completely honest. Maybe it's a conspiracy. Tinfoil hat on. This is from the Radio Times. Who writes it? David Craig. Hang on. Before I start that, it was the unrelated trilogy of the Cloverfield movies. Well, I don't know. Cloverfield Paradox, it had the Cloverfield monster at the end, didn't it? So I can't say it's unrelated. They all were essentially unrelated, weren't they? I mean, 10 Cloverfield Lane or 11 Cloverfield Lane, whatever the hell it were called, had nothing to do with Cloverfield, did it? They just decided after the fact to make it part of the Cloverfield universe. And I think the same might have happened with Cloverfield Paradox. I suspect unrelated and unofficial. Well, it's not unofficial because it's from the same company. Anyway, he was an astronaut who came back to Earth, but things weren't right, etc., etc. And it turned out it was all in his head while he was practicing an isolated mission to the moon. I might have seen that one. It does ring a bell, that one. Yes, I think I might have seen that one. Yes, Twilight Zone. I've got them all. I've got all the Outer Limits as well on my computer. Obtained legally. Anyway, next up. How to watch Stargate in order. Why is the Radio Times telling us how to watch Stargate in order for? Do they know something we don't know? Or have they been watching Sci-Trek and Jay's Scoops? I don't know. But anyway, how to watch Stargate in order. Escape across the galaxy with this cherished sci-fi saga. Well, that's that episode where they went to that prison, isn't it? And I think, is it? Is it? And she's the one that, the destroyer of worlds, isn't she? That one, I think. From its relatively humble beginnings as a modestly successful 90s film, Stargate ultimately became a huge franchise in its own right, spanning multiple popular television shows. Yes, sir. I'm presuming that's mean I was correct in guessing the episode. Don't ask me the title. I can't remember. With hours of entertainment to get stuck into and a passionate fan base, hours. There's more than hours, isn't there? I mean, 2 episodes or 3 episodes constitutes hours. Anyway, with hours of entertainment to get stuck into and a passionate fan base that remains active to this day, could well find their next binge watch in this sprawling saga. But where to begin? Ways of getting hooked into Stargate by following either the order of release or the chronological timeline of the universe, plus scroll down to find out where you can watch each release. Right, how to watch Stargate in release order. So this is in release order. Stargate, the film, then Stargate SG-1, and Stargate Infinity. Stargate Infinity was a short-lived animated series that isn't classed as official canon, but avid fans of the franchise may still enjoy the stories it has to offer. I watched 1 episode and didn't watch any more. Stargate Atlantis, Stargate The Ark of Truth, which I love, Stargate Continuum, which is all right, Stargate Universe, which is cool, and Stargate Origins, which is, marks for, effort, for trying. Origins, the movie, SG-1 at season 7, start SG, still was then SG. That's it. Well, we'll see, won't we? Because they're going to do down here, the chronological order. Stargate kicked off, and there's the Atlantis team. Stargate kicked off in 1994 with the cult favourite sci-fi movie of the same name, starring screen icons Kurt Russell. Fast and Furious? Well, Kurt Russell in Fast and Furious. They could have picked something else there, couldn't they? The Thing, Escape from New York, etc. What are you in Fast and Furious? I don't know, I've not seen it. And James Space, Avengers Age of Ultron. So could have picked other stuff for him as well. A few years later, the series moved into the television space with Stargate SG-1, which proved to be a huge hit, running for almost a decade and spawning more than 200 episodes. Atlantis came on the air during the same time, which causes some debate among fans over the correct chronological order to watch the series. See next section, which we'll get into, while Universe is the most recent full-length Stargate series. The franchise did make a brief return in 2018 in the form of Stargate Origins, a web show comprised of 10-minute installments, which was later compiled into a feature-length version, which I've got on one of my YouTube accounts. I bought it, and it's a YouTube account I never use now. So anyway, apparently he was in Fast 7. All right, okie dokie. He was the company man in Fast and Furious. All right, because I've not seen it. I think I've only seen the first 2 of them. So there we go. Oh yeah, I've only seen 2 fat movies. One and the one where they drive under Mexico. I think I've seen the first 2. I think it was 7 or 8. I don't know. Anywho, there's Teal'c and what they call her, I don't know, but she's super hot, and she were in Voyager, wasn't she? Star Trek Voyager. She kind of seduced Harry Kim, or her and Harry Kim fell in love, didn't they, on that generational ship? But anyway, that's by the by. If you want to attempt Stargate in the chronological order, things are a little more complicated, as is often the case with sprawling sci-fi sagas. The Clone Wars, for instance, which were all over the place in the first 2 or 3 seasons, wasn't it? Anyway, so you should try the below order. So this is wrong for the start. They've put the Stargate film first and then Stargate Origins. Why? Surely Stargate Origins should be first. Anyway, so I'm going to put that first. I'm going to say Stargate Origins because that takes place in the 1930s, I think, 30, isn't it? And then go to Stargate, which takes place in the present day. Stargate SG-1 seasons 1 to 7, and Stargate SG-1. Hey, Oh, right. Seasons 8 to 10. So, and Stargate Atlantis seasons 1 to 3. Right. So you want Stargate Atlantis seasons 1 to 3, and they run concurrently, don't they? So Stargate SG1, you'd watch. I don't know. Yeah, you'd watch them at the same time, wouldn't you? Them 3 seasons. That's what I'm trying to say. But which episodes, though? Does it matter? Or would you just watch an episode of SG1 and an episode of Atlantis? Whatever. Stargate The Ark of Truth, Stargate Continuum, Stargate Atlantis seasons 4 to 5. No, that's not right, is it? No, Stargate Continuum comes after Stargate season 4. So it should be Atlantis season 4, then Continuum, because at the end of that, at the end of season 4, Sam Carter says she's to go back and they've caught the last of the they've caught Baal, haven't they? The last of the system lords and all that. So it should be that. And then season 5 of Atlantis, and then Stargate Universe, which is fair enough. The original film still leads the pack as the ultimate introduction to the franchise, but afterwards, Stargate Origins is the next installment in the chronology, set roughly 10 years after the film. What they're talking about? It was set in the bloody 1930s. It explores the early years of fan favourite side character Catherine Langford. But it's by no means an essential watch, especially, as the Radio Times obviously haven't watched it. Instead, you may wish to jump straight into the beloved television series Stargate SG-1, but be sure to hit the brakes when you reach the end of Season 7. Now, here's where it gets complicated. Seasons 8 to 10 of Stargate SG-1 and the first 3 seasons of Stargate Atlantis were on TV at the same time, which has caused some confusion over the correct order to watch them in, much like Star Trek Next Generation and Deep Space Nine, like Season 6 and 7. I think it was 6 and 7, wasn't it, of TNG, ran at the same time as Seasons 1 and 2 of Deep Space Nine. But anyway. Where were we? You should alternate at that point. That's what I suggested. That didn't it was Season 8, not 7. Maybe it's set 10 years after the flashback scene in the movie. God no. Yeah. Yes. When we saw it, when they discovered the Stargate at Giza, yes. They clearly didn't watch the shows. Probably not. Some fans opt for alternating between SG-1 and Atlantis episodes in the same way they aired on television, as this allows you to view every reference and crossover in context. But of course, this isn't particularly convenient, and some fans would argue it isn't necessary either, with an alternative suggestion being to swap shows after finishing a season, i.e. Season 8 of SG-1 followed by Season 1 of Atlantis, and then back to SG-1 for Season 9, etc. I don't know. I think you should watch Season 8, the first episode of Season 8 of SG-1, and then watch, hang on, and then probably watch the pilot Rising of Atlantis, and then do what you want after that, probably. This is something streaming could really do. Yes, they should do it, because they do it in they do it on Disney Plus. What have I seen on Disney Plus now? They do things in the order to watch stuff, and I can't remember what it is now. I can't remember what it is. I think it's on Disney Plus. Have different ways to watch shows, so have a way to stream in different orders. Yes, they could do. I said on Disney Plus, I've seen it, and I can't remember what it's for now. It shows you, a certain order to watch something, and I can't remember what it is. Anyway, where were we? Feature-length Stargate outings, the Ark of Truth and Continuum offer a nice interlude after all that juggling, essentially wrapping up the SG-1 era. But Continuum came after Season 4 of Atlantis. Then you can dive into the final, so you watch Season 4 of Atlantis, then watch Continuum, then watch Season 5 of Atlantis. Ignore what the Radio Times says. It's not even on the BBC. It's the Radio Times, the BBC rag, innit? Pick the chronology order or release order. I have the choice. Yes, it'd be a good idea, would that? It would. How to watch Stargate in the UK. Basically, it's on Amazon Prime with a subscription, basically. Apart from Ark of Truth, which is on Prime Video. But Continuum, available to rent or buy on Prime Video, so it's not included with an MGM subscription. I've subscribed to MGM, but I haven't checked. Same with Origins, but I've got that on one of my YouTube accounts. But it's a faff changing it because I can never remember my passwords. So there we go. There we go. Why have they included this? I don't know. Do they know something? Do they know new Stargates coming and they want people to catch up and watch it all? Anyway, I like it how they mention Infinity and then just ignore it. Rightly so, in my opinion. Bloody awful. It was. It's for kids, isn't it? I suppose. Kids Stargate. But anyway, so there we go. Maybe we'll get an announcement soon about new Stargate. To be honest, I think it'll probably be crap. If the main new Stargate. Depends who's in charge of it, doesn't it? It depends who's in charge. But I'm not building up my hopes for it to be any good if it does happen. If it does happen. Right. What's next? Wrestling news now. So I'd include this because it's interesting. Well, it is to me. Netflix places $5 billion bet on live streaming with WWE Raw deal. And there's talk that also includes SmackDown at some point, but I don't know. Entertainment giant has dabbled with live events in bid to shore up its dominant position as the world's largest streaming platform. Who's that? Oh, it's Carmella leaps at Bianca Belair during Monday Night Raw. Sci-fi questions. I've been watching the Arrowverse, so I'm now on Flash season 1 and Arrow season 2, episode 8. Cool. So I watched the Arrowverse up to, I don't know, I can't remember what it. I got fed up, but it was going on too long. It was actually, I forgot to call it now. I forgot to call that scene. That one where the time travelled. That had the White Canary in. What do they call it? Heroes of Tomorrow. That doesn't sound right. Does that? That one anyway. I give up after season. I think it was season 2 of that. It was just rubbish. So I stopped watching all of them. Arrow got good again towards the end, but Flash got real bad. I didn't see it. Legends of Tomorrow. That's the one. Anywho. Wrestling. Netflix has unveiled a $5 billion push into live television after striking a decade-long deal, 10 years, with World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE, to broadcast the hit wrestling show Raw. The entertainment giant, which led the on-demand streaming revolution, has dabbled with live events in recent years in a bid to shore up its dominant position as the world's largest streaming platform. You just copied that and just pasted it there, didn't you? Lazy. By the way, who wrote this? Callum Jones in New York. Hours after announced its WWE deal, Netflix revealed it had added 13.1 million subscribers in the closing months of 2023, its biggest fourth quarter for audience growth, leaving it with a record 260 million subscribers worldwide. It's won, hasn't it? Netflix has won the streaming wars. By the way, can you read that? It's a bit small, isn't it? There we go. Make it a bit bigger for you. There we go. I forgot what I want now. Where were we? But yeah, Netflix has won the streaming wars, hasn't it? Raw, WWE's flagship weekly program, will air exclusively on Netflix in the US, Britain, and other markets from January. So obviously, at the moment, it airs on what used to be BT Sport. I think it's now TNT Sport or whatever they call it. It airs on there. It used to be for many years. It used to be on Sky Sports, but they lost the rights to it, and BT Sport, now TNT Sport, snapped that up. So obviously that must expire then in January. But anyway, anywho, so there we go. I say I like my wrestling. I don't watch it all the time. I watch it sometimes. But is there going to be adverts then? If it's on Netflix, is there going to be commercial breaks in it? Or is it just going to be a straight 2.5-hour show, 3-hour show, or whatever? It'll be 3 hours, won't it? It's a 3-hour show, isn't it? But if you take out the adverts out, it's that 2.5 hours. But if there's not, is there not going to be commercials in it? I don't know. Maybe it'll say in this article. More countries will be added over time, the company said in a statement, with TKO Group, the owner of WWE. Outside of the US, Netflix will also, outside the US, Netflix will also show WWE shows, all right, like such as SmackDown and specials. So we are getting SmackDown then on Netflix in the UK. It's going to stay on Peacock, innit, in America. Under the deal, Netflix will pay in excess of $5 billion to air WWE content from 2025 for a decade, according to a stock market filing. It has the option to exit the partnership after 5 years or extend for a further 10. Shares in TKO rallied 15.8% on Tuesday. Netflix rose 1.3% before the market closed, when its shares jumped 8.5%. Following its latest quarterly earnings. Revenue at the business increased 12.5% to 8 point blah, 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 blah. Millions, billions, whatever. Netflix stock tumbled because, they've all struggled, haven't they? Blah, 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 blah. We are excited to have WWE Raw with its huge and passionate multi-generational fan base on Netflix, said Bella Baharia. Cool name, Chief Content Officer at Netflix. By combining our reach, recommendations, and fandom with WWE, we'll be able to deliver more joy and value for their audiences and our members. Mark Shapiro, President and Chief Operating Officer at TKO, said this deal, remember, Vince sold the company, didn't he? Rather than have his daughter and his son-in-law take over, they just went back in and sold the company because he's mental. Vince McMahon. He's puddled. This deal is transformative. It marries the can't-miss WWE product with Netflix's extraordinary global reach and locks in significant and predictable economics, whatever, for many years. Our partnership fundamentally alters and strengthens the media landscape, dramatically expands the reach of WWE, and brings weekly live appointment viewing to Netflix. Cool, but is there going to be commercials in it? I don't know, but it's interesting. Will it be live? Well, yeah, it's live streaming. It says, doesn't it? So it will be live. But will they keep it on? Will you be able to watch it? Later, not catch it live. Will it stay on the streaming service to watch whenever you want to watch it? I presume so. Pay-per-view on Netflix. I don't know. It said specials, didn't it? But I don't know if that means. Does that mean don't call them pay-per-views anymore, do they? Premium live events. That's what they call them now. Maybe they'll be on Netflix as well, which would be cool. Yes, but then he grew a mustache and came back, a crappy little thin mustache. It puddled. He went round the bend. He got forced out, didn't he? Because he's a dirty old man, not like me, an innocent dirty old man. He was actually a nasty dirty old man. Had to pay off women that he'd sexually assaulted, essentially, and he got forced out, didn't he? So he sat at home twiddling his thumbs, thinking of ways how he can get revenge on his daughter and his son-in-law, Stephanie McMahon and Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Paul Levesque. And he finally did it. Forced his way back in, didn't he? And fired Stephanie and sold the company to TKO. There we go. But I don't know. Obviously, it must have got, the shareholders must have agreed to it because it's a public company, isn't it? Anyway. Sarvak was looking forward to seeing your Battle Los Angeles stream on Monday. I love that movie, so you probably hate it. No, I love it. That's why I picked it. I don't pick films I don't like. It's not the Monday Moan anymore. It's Magnificent Mondays. I like Battle Los Angeles, apart from one scene, but that's another thing. Anyway, so there we go. So that's WWE Raw and SmackDown is coming to Netflix outside the USA. But is it going to be on Netflix in the USA and America, and like SmackDown and the other stuff's going to stay on Peacock? I don't know. I don't know. I think it's all staying on Peacock, isn't it? I think. I'm not sure. Oh yes, no, in the US, Britain, and other markets, yes, and then outside the US, we'll get SmackDown and specials. Does that include premium live events? That'd be nice. Man, to see WrestleMania on Netflix, wouldn't it? Rather than paying whatever the charge for it, or finding other ways to watch it. But never mind. Right, we'll move on. Hey, Sci-Fi Quest says, I'm planning a live tomorrow. Might add a Streamlabs link in the chat. Watching some trailers and talking about them. We'll see. Cool. Well, I'll tune in for that. What day is it tomorrow? Thursday. Yeah, I've got nothing on. Oh, pardon me. Got nothing on. Oh, sorry, Windgrace. I missed a thing that you said earlier on. Sorry, I missed that. Going back to the Arrowverse, I think. Not technically connected anymore, but Stargirl, which I've not seen, and Superman and Lois are also really good. I saw season 1 of Superman and Lois, and it was all right, wasn't it? Yeah, but I didn't see any more. I didn't see any after that. Never got round to it. Anywho. Right. What's next? I think we've one more story, and then we've done. Hey, told you to be a quick one today. Told you to be a quickie. But not that sort of quickie. This one's from Tech Radar. Who wrote this one? Rhys Wood. Right. Baldur's Gate 3 and Star Wars Jedi Survivor land in PlayStation Store's top 10 downloads of 2023. Sony has revealed the PlayStation Store's most downloaded games of last year, and while the usual suspects are all present and accounted for, can you read that? Is that small again? Where's my control key? There we go. There are some nice surprises thrown in too. Documented on the official PlayStation blog, you can see that Hogwarts Legacy dominated both the US and EU PlayStation Store charts. If you go onto me playlists, you'll see that I have my Hogwarts Legacy playthrough is on there. Quite a lot of episodes. I think that's 60. I don't know how many there is. Quite a lot. Ingrid says, I think I finally have a show to review again tomorrow. It's been, well, since Doctor Who. I don't know. Have you got, are you still doing, what do you call it? Quantum Leap. Are you still doing your Quantum Leaps, which I've still not seen? Windgrace is playing Hogwarts Legacy at the moment. It's a good game. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Oh, wait, never mind. I forgot they moved it to Tuesdays for the rest of the season. Is it Quantum Leap? Is that what you're on about? Hey, moving stuff about. It's not a good sign, is it, when they start moving things? But anyway. The other top spots are taken by Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, EA Sports FC 24, and Marvel Spider-Man 2. Pretty much all games you'd expect to chart at the top. There are some standouts here, though. Diablo 4 and Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which I've got, but I've not played yet, enters the top 10 in both regions. Mortal Kombat 1 just made it in the US, and Assassin's Creed Mirage comes in 10th in the EU, which I've just finished today. Again, going to my playlists. The playlist is in there. It were all right. I quite enjoyed it. The real success story here, though, has to be Baldur's Gate 3, which lands itself in 7th in both regions. Sure, it's not exactly a hidden gem, but this does show that there's a strong appetite for the CRPG on console. What does CR? I know RPG. What does the C stand for in RPG? I don't know, because I never played it. No doubt this is aided by the fact that the PlayStation 5 port is largely of a very high quality. Saying yes, Quantum Leap. Yes, you missed it. I did mention you. Anyway. The blog post has also charted the top-selling PSVR 2 games, and perhaps unsurprisingly, multiplayer shooter Pavlov takes the top spot in both the US and EU. See, I've never I didn't want to get a VR thing because I wouldn't know if would it work with my glasses or would I have to take my glasses off to wear it to you. I don't know, so I didn't bother. Didn't bother, and I won't bother. It's a gimmick, innit? It's like the bloody that thing there, me Nintendo Wii and the bloody Xbox. What do they call it? Kinect and all that. You know, the the fads out there. They're all right to start with. You do your tennis and your bowling and all that, and then you think can't be bothered. Anyway. Beat Saber and Kayak VR, which ranks among our best PSVR 2 games list, also performed well. CRPG just means computer role-playing games, as opposed to board games, like Dungeons and Dragons. It usually means things like Baldur's Gate, Diablo, that type of game. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Right, lastly, it's free-to-play game downloads, and it's fairly identical between both regions, US and EU. The top fact: does Britain class as EU still then? Because we're not in the European Union anymore. But in the terms of games, are we still classed as part of the EU? Don't know. Anyway, the top 5 here is dominated by Fortnite. As I said before, I once downloaded that and I couldn't get past the opening menus. I didn't know what to do. I was sitting there thinking, I don't know which to press on. I don't know what to do. So I just uninstalled it. Roblox, Call of Duty Warzone, Fall Guys, and Apex Legends. There are some interesting entries in the EU list here, with eFootball 2024 and the console version of Trackmania being among the most downloaded free-to-play titles in the region. And there we go. That's it. Rhys Wood. Probably a nerd. Yes, still use EU servers. Hey, says Sci-Fi Quest. Is that from Baldur's Gate 3? Probably. Don't know. So there we go. I've got Jedi Survivor, so I might get round to play it one day. Where is it? Have a put it down there somewhere. There it is. There it is. Might get round to playing it one of these days. There we go. Got that to play at some point. But my son has given me he's lent me a game. So I think this is going to be my next streaming game on my PS5. RoboCop. Where are we? Rogue City. I think I'll be doing that. Hopefully I can do it. We'll see. So that'll probably be next. Right. We're all done and dusted. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. I'm an idiot. Right. We're all done and dusted. Right. What's coming up? Wingray says, oh, I forgot that came out. Yes, I got it for my son for Christmas. He hasn't played it yet. And he says, I can borrow it and give him it back when I'm done with it. He's also got the Avatar game, which I want to play as well. Frontiers of Pandora. I want to play that as well. And I've got loads of my own games. I've got games like The Quarry and of that Star Wars. I've Star Trek Resurgence to play. Just too many games. How many people can you shoot in the message redacted? Yes. Was that a genuine message redacted, or did you type that yourself? I don't know. Anyway, right. So what's coming up? Friday. I forgot what I'm doing on Friday. Oh yes, Friday. The appointment with Fear Night. Hang on, where is it? There we go. Friday's appointment with Fear Night. Oh, he says he typed it himself. Appointment with Fear Night. We're doing The Company of Wolves, the Neil Jordan film from 1980 something, 83, I think. I don't know, maybe 82. Don't know. But it's a cool cool werewolf film, a take on Little Red Riding Hood, that sort of thing. And it's cool. Angela Lansbury and David Warner and Terence Stamp. It's a good film. And then next week's Magnificent Mondays it was going to be something else, but the disc is not going to arrive in time. It's coming from America, apparently. I ordered this disc off Amazon, thinking, it'll come in a couple of days. Apparently, it's coming from America. I checked on the tracking. It's in New Jersey at the moment. Didn't even know. Luckily, it's a region-free disc. It said in the description it was. Anyway, on Monday, Magnificent Mondays, we're doing Battle Los Angeles, which is a cool war film about alien invasion of the world. But we just see the battle in Los Angeles. There were supposed to be sequels to it, like Battle London and Battle Tokyo, whatever. I don't know, other places around the world. But never happened, unfortunately. Anywho. So right, we'll leave it there. So, thanks everybody for joining the chat. Win Grace, Sci-Fi Quest, and Josh Temple popped in as well, didn't it? I'm sure he's still there, lurking. And Alyssa Art, who came in demanding that I follow her back. Anyway, great streams, always, pal. See you soon. Later, Win Grace and chat. Maybe Battle LA is related to the lights Brian saw in the sky. It was. It didn't want to know, did it? It didn't want to accept that it were just searchlights from the ground. You see them like nightclubs and stuff, don't you? They have them shining up in the sky and swirling round. It didn't want to know, did it? Anyway. By the way, I caught most of the show today, the podcast guys. Love them. But I've got to admit, when they started going on about politics, I muted it and went and watched Gary on Nerdrotic for a while, and I kept checking back in to see if the pictures were still up of the political stuff that we're talking about, and then pop back out again. Anyway, Josh Timson, sorry being busy, but here, have a great day. Remember to keep your harpoon sharp and at the ready. Yes, keep it sharp. Keep the oil stone against the whatever you do with harpoons. I don't know. Right, we'll leave it there. So go and subscribe to Win Grace's channel, because as I said, he's got some videos coming up, stuff to review, Quantum Leap and all that. And I do similar things. Last episode was about Bigfoot for like an hour. I didn't see that one. Sometimes I think the Wednesday one I can watch most of it. But the ones like Monday and Friday, I can't really watch because I'm watching the films that I have to talk about on my stream. But anyway, they've been very political recently, I've noticed, and I don't want to anything to do with that, particularly American politics. Anywho, what was I saying? Subscribe to Win Grace. He's got his stuff coming up. He's been doing lots of polls recently, as in, pick your favourite of whatever, that sort of poll, not people from Poland. So that's been fun. And go to Sci-Fi Quest channel and subscribe to him there, because he's got some great streams and great videos and reactions and all that stuff. And as I said, he's going to do, he's thinking of it. Where is it? There we go. He's doing a live thing tomorrow. So that should be fun. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Right, we'll leave it there. So, thanks for watching, wherever you are. Hang on, I haven't done yet. Winger says, I have a poll going with AI images before I realise they are so small, you can't see them well. Oh, right, let's have a look then. Let's have a look before we go. Where are we? Is it in... where are you? Come on. Is it that one? Oh, yes, it is. Yes, the Star Trek spin-off. Which Star Trek spin-off would you prefer? SFCIS, Starfleet NCIS, Yellowstone 2383. Are these the AI images? They're very good. I know the thumbnails, but they're very good. Hang on, I'll bring it over here. And I'll show the world, or the 4 people watching, your latest poll, if that's okay, if you don't mind. There we go. Hang on, let's make it a bit bigger. Let's make it a bit bigger, if it'll let us. There we go. Which Star Trek spin-off would you prefer? Inspired by Discussing Trek stream, right? Starfleet NCIS. There's I can never remember his name. That's the one I voted for, by the way. Yellowstone 2383. Cool. Klingon Game of Thrones. hang on, which is tying with Starfleet NCIS at the moment. But cool. And The Real Housewives of Riser. See, I'd have picked that, being a dirty old man. I'd have normally picked that. But to be honest, I always skip Riser episodes of Star Trek. I find them boring. I don't like Riser. I don't know why everybody goes on about it. It looks rubbish. It does. It looks rubbish, does Riser. I wouldn't want to go. But there we go. So, go subscribe to Windgrace for that sort of shenanigans going on. Josh Temple wants Klingon Game of Thrones. Kapla! I always want to know why the Universal Translator never translates Kapla or other Klingon words that they just say. Never mind. I like the one with Picard and Vash. That's probably the best one. It might have been the first one, might it? It could have been. I'm not sure. But yeah, that were all right. There were the Ferengi and that one there, and the time traveling people, weren't there? And the fertility symbol that was something from the future or whatever. I can't remember. But yeah, we're all right. But all the others I'm not bothered about. Not all the others. Yeah. Not even monkeys. Right. We'll definitely leave it there. Getting distracted by Windgrace's polls. Right. So, thanks for watching. Wherever you are, look after each other. And until next time, I'll say